Colorado and Washington State have legalized marijuana, but what would happen if it were put to a vote here in Texas?
Supporters say it's only a matter of time until pot is legal here in the Lone Star State.
Our Kevin Reese has that story new tonight.
Just remember, it's pure, it's potent.
As Colorado and Washington make history.
First legal marijuana I've bought in my life.
Becoming the first states with long legal lines of people buying marijuana. What about Texas?
I believe it'll happen across the nation.
Both a marijuana activist and a Rice University professor.
I would say within the next decade, certainly within the next decade.
Believe Texas could join the legalized pot movement relatively soon.
If you're looking at the polling data, it looks pretty ineluctable. It looks almost inevitable.
Recent polls show 58% of Texans support legalizing, regulating, and taxing small amounts of marijuana. 61% are for reducing penalties for possession of a small amount.
3 times now.
3 times?
3 different sessions, yes.
Okay. Which is why, for the 4th time this next legislative session, Representative Harold Dutton will introduce his bill to have less than an ounce of pot considered a Class C misdemeanor, like a traffic ticket.
Either 5 or 6. I've tried so many times I can't remember the exact number.
And for the 6th or 7th time, Representative Elliot Neistat will try to get a medical marijuana law passed in Austin.
All the publicity that's been focused on the state of Washington and Colorado only helps us in what we're trying to do.
What they are trying to do is to get lawmakers to do what voter initiatives did in Washington and Colorado. In Texas, it takes 2/3 of lawmakers to agree to that change.
There are too many members of the Texas House of Representatives who say to me, Elliot, I can't take the chance of looking weak on crime.
But a small group of lawmakers say they will continue to push for that change, working alongside marijuana activists.
I'm a father, I'm a husband. You know, I shouldn't be taken to jail for what I choose to do with my own body.
As we force this discussion about marijuana, I think most of the time what happens is legislators start to feel the pressure from their own constituents.
Even if it doesn't say pass in the next legislative session, even though it's polling in Texas at 58%, those attempts will prime the pump for later.
The question is how much later in Texas, or if the Lone Star State will ever lean that direction at all. Kevin Reese, KHOU 11 News.